Let's talk about Calvient's practice inbox. From the home screen, you're going to click on the inbox. Now, it should be noted that our inbox contains multiple ways of messaging. It's an omni inbox after all. Text messages, emails, uploads, faxes, and voicemails can come here. Most people are just using this for faxes, so I'll filter that down. On the left-hand side, you have your filters. You can filter this down to see just certain document types or just certain inboxes and then save them so that when you come here, you just see the faxes that you need to work on. On the right-hand side, you will see all of the faxes that have come in. You have an inbox. This inbox represents a fax number that an outside party has faxed to. You can configure those in our client configuration screens. Now, this works a lot like Gmail. This top row has been opened. Someone has read it. That's why it's not bold. If I were to click on the second one, it will have marked it as read, and you will see that it's no longer bold. And that's how you can see which ones have been worked on and which ones are brand new. You can also assign them to yourself if needed. Now, before we've even opened the fax as a user, our AI system has done several things for you. One, we read the fax and we identified the patient. And we've also identified the document type. You can see how many pages, and then I can click here and assign it to a team or to a person if I wanted to. Now I'm going to click on this fax and let's look at it. This is a short fax. I can zoom in on it. I can zoom out on it. If I want to split it into two, I can click this little split button and split this into two faxes. That's useful for sometimes when you get a single fax transmission with multiple patients or multiple document types that you want to go into separate parts of the EHR. It's important to note that if I split it, AI will reprocess it, so it will look at the new document, see who the patient is, what the document type is, and treat it as if it were a new transmission. Over here on the right, you'll see an AI summary of what this document contains. Now, most of the time, what you'll do is this simple. You will identify that this is correct. Yes, we correctly identified the patient. We correctly identified the document type, and I will simply add it to the EHR. Now, this one's already been imported to the EHR, so I won't click this button here. It's that simple. You'll verify that we've got the right data, and you'll stick it into the EHR. Now, in many cases, our AI will know exactly what to do for you. So in this scenario, this is a referral that's been faxed in. We know exactly what we need to do. We need to send this into the EHR, and we need to add it to our inbound referral task list, and then we can assign it automatically. So anytime you see pink in our interface, that refers to something our Practice Intelligence AI is suggesting for you. So all I will do here is click approve, and I'm done. I move on to the next one. I'll click approve, and I'm done. We will help you build these workflows so that when your users log in, the AI will suggest on the right-hand side, hey, here's what we need to do with this. We need to file it to the chart, and we need to assign it to somebody either in eClinicalWorks or your EHR or even on Calvient task lists, and all you've got to do is click approve. Sometimes there will be additional alerts. For instance, in this scenario, we identified that this fax contains 3 different patients. 1 transmission, 3 patients. It is outlined in red whenever a new patient begins, and all I've got to do is click view splits, and then I can create splits, and this will split this fax into 3 different documents, and the AI will run on each of them. You'll see that the first one's properly named Jonathan Doe, the second one Synthetic Smith, and the last one Jonathan Smith Doe. Of course, some of these pages are sideways. You can click here and rotate pages, zoom in, zoom out. You can even do things on these like reply. Let's say I get a referral, but we're missing some important information, and I want to reply to this fax. You can reply to the fax right here on the right-hand side, just like it were an email. This will put a nice cover page and send a message back to the sender. You can even make annotations on these. Let me go back to one of our first patients here in our demo system. Let's say I wanted to make edits on these. I could actually annotate on this. I could upload images and overlay them before I send it into the EHR if needed. In order to do that, you would just go into our configuration screen, pick the document type, and then for that document type, enable annotations. We even support structured output. So I might say that for the care plans that are being faxed in, I want the system to discreetly pull out patient name, MRN, date of birth, and ICD-10 code. You just use human-friendly language here, save it, And then our AI, whenever a new care plan comes in, will automatically pull those out into a nice screen where you can quickly copy and paste those to your clipboard. Let's say if you needed to paste it into another document. That is the quick overview of how our inbox works. Again, we're talking mainly about faxes. You can do so much more once you include emails, text messages, etc. Now, we're showing just the received faxes, but for any fax I send, let's say I want to reply to a fax from our system within the Calvient platform, you'll see all of those in the sent folder. We don't have any here in the demo environment. If I want to send an on-demand fax, I can do that right here by clicking the send button. Lastly, if I go back home and I drop down the My Dashboard view, I can flip over to the Practice Intelligence dashboard. We keep statistics on everything happening via your faxes. How many are coming in? What document types are coming in? How many are still open by inbox? So maybe there's one location that's got a lot of faxes in the backlog. How many are we burning down a day? In other words, do we process them at a faster rate than we receive them? What is our inbox size over time? We're even tracking senders. Which senders are sending you the most documents? We have all of that information for you on our dashboard screens and then even in our custom report builder.